Good morning and welcome into day 2 of the 2021 NFL Draft. Now, the Cowboys have 4 picks on day 2, and we'll break them all down here once they happen. So hit that big red button and subscribe. That way you don't miss out on any pick the Cowboys make and my instant gut reaction to it. And then we'll dive into our day 2 mock draft here for the Cowboys in just 1 second. Let's look now at the Cowboys' top needs. Linebacker, I'm not going to include it as one of them because they took Micah Parsons in round 1, which, well, we've been over that one. Cornerback, safety, defensive line, edge rusher, the top 4 right now. Then a bit of a gap, interior offensive line, maybe a future tackle also in the mix there as well. Now, before we get into my 4 day 2 mock draft picks, no trades, too complicated. Are you guys excited for day 2 of the NFL Draft? Cowboys got a lot of picks. I'm not done and out on this draft class yet just because I don't like the Micah Parsons pick. I am excited. I cannot wait to see who they pick. If you're like me, well then like today's video. Now some notable picks here off the board before the number 44 overall selection. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah, a.k.a. Joke, he's gone at 33. Christian Barmore, Joseph Ossai, Trevon Moehrig, and Kelvin Joseph, all gone just before the Cowboys go on the clock at 44. All of them, I believe, are legitimate targets outside of maybe Owusu-Koramoah at this point for Dallas in round 2. So some top players who were left on the board here. Levi Onwuzurike, he is there. I would love Richie Grant. God, if the Cowboys take a safety in round 2, especially if it's Grant or Moehrig, I will take back everything I said about Micah Parsons. Carlos Basham, he's there. I think he makes a lot of fit if you want an edge. 2 corners there, Tyson Campbell, Elijah Molden. I went with none of them, though. Before we get to my pick, I want to know from you, who do you want the Cowboys to draft in round 2? Get your votes in for me right now in the comment section. It is the pinned comment on today's video. So get the ad break here on YouTube, scroll on down, and get your votes in. At number 44, I went with Ifeatu Melifonwu, the younger brother of Obi Melifonwu. Much like his brother, checks a lot of the boxes that the Cowboys themselves are big fans of. Size, speed combo, it is absolutely there. It fills the number 1 need for the Dallas Cowboys. I think he is a good fit in the Dan Quinn defense. And oh, by the way, yes, he needs some growth and developmental time. You could still go sign someone like a Richard Sherman, a Casey Hayward if you want. Now, the stats aren't the best necessarily. Decent amount of off coverage led to a bunch of short completions. Not a big deal for me. I thought he played great against North Carolina, against NFL caliber receivers. That game is what sold me on my round 2 grade for Melifonwu in this year's draft class. Now, at the cornerback spot, you still need help. I don't want to have my top 3 guys as Diggs, Brown, and Lewis. That is not going to be enough, especially with some suspensions and unprovenness as relates to Maurice Kennedy, Goodwin as a special teamer almost only, and then Reggie Robinson as well. So I am intrigued by Melifonwu. I think he has immense upside and can be a fantastic player in the right scheme, and I think the Dan Quinn scheme is very much one of those options. So I am very curious to see if that is the pick, if the Cowboys end up having a chance to take him in the end, but I do think that would be a good move by Dallas to get a corner and a good one in round 2. Now, the Cowboys Report is now on the Newsbreak app, chatsports.com/CowboysNB. Download it today. Link is right there, and it'll be in the comment section and in the description as well. Go download the app today for local news, weather, sports, politics, all those good things. But it is not the only thing now available on the Newsbreak app. The Cowboys Report and its videos are also available, sent right to your phone as well. So download the app today at chatsports.com/CowboysNB. Once again, folks, I will put that link in the comment section and in the description. And do me a favor. Once you download that app using our URL, search for the Cowboys Report and follow us. That way you'll get the notifications sent to your phone. It's chatsports.com/CowboysNB. All right, moving on now to the first of 3 round 3 picks for Dallas. Notable players off the board: Elijah Molden. Ooh, I would have loved that one. Jalen Mayfield, if you want an interior guy. 2 linebackers are gone, but not a huge need. Hamza Nasirildeen, a safety I think is more of a box guy. He's also off the board. So key players left. Tyson Campbell is there. I can't even rule him out at pick 44, so hindsight I would have taken Boogie Basham, but I don't know how the board's going to fall, so I can only do what the sim allows me, right? Tommy Togiai, he is there. Rashad Weaver is the best edge rusher left. We're pretty picked over, though. Jamar Johnson, the safety, is there. Spencer Brown, who I like, is also there at number 75. I went with a safety I think the Cowboys like. Jevon Holland out of Oregon. Remember, Dan Quinn, he went to his pro day. And the Cowboys appear to be at least showing more interest in safeties this year. Holland tested pretty darn great. And I think in the end, you might have taken him at pick number 44 or move up in round 3 to go get him. But if you get him here at pick 75, a potential game-changing impact free safety with fantastic ball production and playmaking ability, that intrigues me. I would like this first start here between Holland and between Ifeatu Melifonwu. Holland offers plenty of big plays. So if that is how things go down, and it ends up being Melifonwu and Holland, how would you grade this? A, B, C, D, or F? Get your votes in here right now in the comments section. Now remember, Holland did not play in 2020. He was an opt-out, much like first-round pick Micah Parsons was. 4 pass breakups, 4 interceptions. It was in what was more of a nickel corner role, which remember DeMonte Casey did as well. So Holland will have some time to adjust and learn behind someone who's made the nickel corner to safety transition. I believe that Dan Quinn likes him. I don't know if he'll be there. I don't know if they like him enough to make him the pick necessarily in the first round, but I want a safety. You took the off-ball linebacker, which I did not want, which is fine. If you get the safety, I'll be feeling a lot better about that from the Cowboys' perspective. Now, we will be live for not just rounds 2 and 3, but the entirety of day 3 as well on the Chat Sports YouTube channel. Link right there, bottom of your screen, youtube.com/chatsportstv. We'll cut in live and do some simulcasting stuff here on the Cowboys Report. But in the end, our main Chat Sports channel is going to be where I am at for the most part. So if you want my analysis on every single pick, hit that big red button and subscribe today. It's youtube.com/chatsportstv. Now, between pick number 75 and between number 84, a lot of the guys I wanted off the board. Spencer Brown, Rashad Weaver, Tyson Campbell, Walker Little, Tommy Togiai as well, all gone. I don't like the edges here. I already got a corner, a safety, a linebacker. I can wait on DT. So I went different here. I went with Brady Christensen, the offensive tackle out of BYU, who I think long-term should probably be a tackle. He has some arm length issues. Some teams view him as a guard. I thought he played pretty well against Peyton Turner, who is a first-round pick by the New Orleans Saints later last night. Good year at BYU. He is an older prospect as well. I think could compete at left guard right away with Connor Williams and Connor McGovern. Maybe the future at offensive tackle. Ideally, an edge rusher is the pick here, and there's a good one on the board. I don't know. Maybe someone in the vein of like a Rashad Weaver is still there. Maybe you get lucky and somebody slides to you in round 2 and Jevon Holland falls even further down. But it was a little tough with this particular sim to find an edge early. It just did not fall the way I was hoping it was going to because I needed a corner. And the Cowboys did not have a corner there. So I went with Christensen instead to get the only offensive pick in this mock draft. Let's wrap up then with pick number 99. Some key players left on the board. Paulson Adebo. I almost double dipped. I really did. 2 safeties, but I'm good. I took Jevon Holland, Ardarius Washington, and Andre Sisco. In hindsight, maybe I should have gone edge rusher and made it on a safety. But that's what happens when the draft doesn't go the way you want it to. So at pick 99, I went with Quincy Roche, an edge rusher out of Miami. In this case would be the 3rd Hurricane drafted from the edge rusher spot. Now, the edges were picked over pretty early, which was disappointed in this simulation mock draft here. I view Roche as a potential rotation piece, and I think a pretty good one. And more depth at this position does not hurt you. Roche's sack numbers were not great this year for Miami. They were much better the last time we saw him at Temple in 2019, but, differences of competition there. Did put up 14.5 tackles for loss, though, and I do find that fairly valuable. So as a kind of a more undersized edge, I am intrigued by Roche. You let him and Dorrance Armstrong, Terrell Basham, and Bradley and I as well compete for, DE 3, 4, 5. That's in pretty good shape. So from that perspective, I like the depth. I wanted somebody better. It just did not fall the way I wanted it to, just like the round 1 picks did. I thought for sure one of Surtain or Horn would be there, and I was wrong, and I apologize for that. So what is your confidence level in right now as we get ready for day 2 of the NFL Draft? How you feeling about the Cowboys front office and their decisions? Rate this for me on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 being there's no confidence, and 10, you're feeling like this is the best front office in NFL history. Get your votes in right now.